What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Two in the Teal podcast. I'm Ethan.
I'm Marcus. Thanks for riding with us. We're going to be here with you all season long. A lot of tears, a lot of happy times. Give us a like and subscribe.
Let's freaking go.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Welcome in, and what's up, everybody? We've got special guests today. It is a Dolphins game week, preseason game week. So, stakes aren't really quite there, but that's okay. We brought in our Miami Dolphins expert. This is my boy, my fraternity brother, Bobby Camp. He goes by Bayou Bob, and he'd like to buy you a certified pre-owned vehicle in the Alexandria, Louisiana area. I mean, Bobby, really, in all of Louisiana?
I'd love it to be all Louisiana.
Yeah.
I wish, but I am Bayou Bob now. Fully embrace
Hell yeah.
Louisiana culture. I've been trying all these new foods, and trying to speak Creole, I still have that Florida root in me, but I'm Louisiana through and through now.
So
Nice.
for the audience, Bobby is from Jupiter, Florida.
Florida, yeah.
He's a Dolphins fan. We played lacrosse against each other in some summer tournaments. We just didn't know about it at the time.
Pretty much
So
every tournament we played your
every
team.
tournament, yeah. The
Wow.
Possums. Bobby hates us. So
I mean, the name is the Possums.
It's a pretty
You're literally
bad
a
name.
trash team.
It's
Yeah.
a pretty bad
Sorry,
name.
that's a football podcast. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. So yeah, Bobby, dude, welcome on. Let's do
Thank
this.
you. I appreciate
Great.
you giving me the opportunity to break out my Dolphins jersey a little
Yeah.
prematurely on the season.
That's great.
Yeah,
Been sitting in my closet looking at me. It's a Tua,
Tua.
of course.
Hell
Yeah.
I bought it the day after he was drafted because I was delusional.
Poor
Yeah.
guy with the concussions, man.
You
Really
know,
been a tough with those the finger
Oh,
lock
my God.
concussions, man. Really tough.
I mean, I give props to the guy for not quitting, but also, why hasn't he quit? Like, he's
Right.
going to be,
Yeah.
scrambled eggs. I hope not.
Sure.
But scrambled eggs
Right.
brain.
Yeah.
But I do love Tua.
Yeah.
And yeah.
We do too. I mean,
I think he's
we
sick.
had the joint practice today. What I read, it was pretty much more or less kind of two bad teams just going at it. But
Sounds about
Trevor
right.
and Tua did their thing. A lot of our D lines beating up our O lines. So like every tweet was would be sack, and then y'all got a couple interceptions on us. We're still ironing things out. Yeah. I mean, what's a good matchup we would have liked to like? I would have loved to.
Well,
Travis Hunter didn't play, but
I was
would
just
have
about to
loved
say, I want to see all Travis Hunter. Has he played at all this preseason? I haven't tuned into
He
much.
got 3 catches, and one of them got called back in the first preseason game.
Okay. Has he played any corner?
Yes, he missed an open field tackle, and other than that, he had no passes thrown his way.
Yeah, he's-
Okay.
he's-
I mean,
he's
that
pretty
alone
locked
could be
down.
a stat.
Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah.
locked down.
He-
Other than
he's a
that
nice
missed tackle,
corner.
which I mean, like, it's gonna happen. it's preseason, working it out, working out.
They're
the
probably
kinks and
not,
everything.
throwing their bodies on the line preseason. I get it. It's like a Pro Bowl.
No.
True.
Unless
Exactly.
you're a, unnamed or unknown rookie trying to make a move, you're not gonna
Right.
make a big tackle. But how's he looked in camp? I haven't seen it at all.
So we have a March. You want to tell him what you heard early on?
Oh yeah, early on I heard from a very credible source who's on the field every day that Travis Hunter is generational talent. Like
Really?
he is one of the best players that's ever come across our table in our locker room here in
The-
Jacksonville.
Can I ask if your source is like your friend who goes to the practices on the sideline, or is he like actually?
He's
a source.
he is employed by the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay,
yeah.
that's a good source. Okay, just want to make
Yeah.
sure.
No, he's like
Um,
there. He's like
well-
he's like in there.
I have no bad blood against the Jags. I hope he is good. Like
Yeah.
I
Me
just,
too, man.
I feel the pain of a mediocre franchise. At least you guys have won a playoff game in the last
Yeah.
26 years. But
Yeah.
Two of them.
I hope he does
It's
well.
kind of sick. We won some
Yeah.
playoff games. Hell yeah.
I mean-
What's that like? I couldn't
It
tell
makes
you.
me feel better about our situation, Ethan. I didn't realize how bad it was for them down there in
I was 1 year
South
old.
Florida. Jeez.
Well,
Mhm.
I would have loved to have seen our other top corner was out too. I would have loved to have seen them go against Tyreek. Didn't play either, but
Tyreek's, I think he's nursing
Tyreek.
a hamstring or quad injury, and it's like,
Okay.
I've heard Mike McDaniel report that it's one of those where you don't want to let him run on it because he could actually really hurt it. But Tyreek, as crazy as it is a good competitor, and he just wants to get out there. So I think it's
Sure.
an overhyped injury.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen him on the field. Apparently Waddle did pretty well. Had
Yeah.
1 touchdown in I think 7-on-7s. But
Yeah.
I mean, I have no question they'll be good. And I've seen Tyreek slipping in those fantasy mock drafts. I think he's still going to be good.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I think it's a
Would
lot.
you
There's a
trade
lot
him?
of hate on the
Would
Finns.
you entertain trading him?
No,
No.
too much dead cap.
Yeah,
If we trade him,
yeah.
and like, there's no point eating. I think it's somewhere in the tens of millions of dead cap to get like a third round pick that could be a bust when Tyreek is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was bad last year because he had a broken wrist the entire season. So like,
Wow.
The entire season.
yeah,
So
he got wrist surgery after it was over.
Oh, wow.
So when you got that punch-out fumble against us in week 1 that completely tanked our entire season, that Tyreek Hill 80-yard touchdown, he did that with a broken wrist?
Might have been actually maybe. Although that was I was very hyped about that punch out, Javon Holland. May he do well on the Giants punch out. You know, that was a great. Caroline was driving me back from a trip so I could watch the game, and I thought I was going to run her off the road from screaming about it. You know, like how hype I was. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
But clearly, it had no difference on the 2 of our seasons.
Nope.
Well,
I mean,
based on what I've seen, it seems like the Dolphins' success and especially Tyreek Hill's success comes a lot from whether Tua is going to be healthy or not.
Oh, the entire season rides on if Tua will be healthy.
if Tua rolls his ankle, I mean,
No, you
might
like
win 2 games.
if he can go out one game, 2 games will be probably okay. I mean, Zach Wilson, he's great at some things. He's not great at being a quarterback. And he,
Damn, roasted.
but we got Quinn Ewers that's been Ewers. I don't know how to pronounce
Ewers, baby.
Yeah, that's been kind of cooking in preseason. Well, not
Cool.
preseason, but like training camp. First game he did awful, but that makes sense.
Yeah,
Second game, pretty good.
Yeah, crazy stat. Quinn Ewers was a higher rated high school quarterback than Trevor Lawrence was.
Really?
And
How
Trevor
about
Lawrence
that?
was like a perfect 5-star, and he was an even more perfect 5-star or something. Like, I mean, I didn't make this up. Like,
I believe it. It's
yeah.
crazy how that turned out for the 2 of them, but
yeah.
like,
Sure.
Yeah. But so, all right, here, let's go through. I mean, Bobby, the Dolphins just get talked about being soft. Mike McDaniels, nobody respects him.
you listen to too much Colin Coward, Ethan.
Players don't show up on time. The team's soft. Once it gets cold, you guys fumble. Like, what's going on over there?
So, couple, I hear that all the time, and it makes me so mad because
Getting red.
I think he's a cool dude. I hope he does
Yeah.
well. Like he's overcome drug addiction, alcohol addiction. Everyone's like, oh, he looks high all the time. I'm like, I hope he's not, because he talks all the time about quitting all that. So that alone, I like him. He's funny. He's weird. But I do think he takes more of a, I'm your buddy rather than your boss mentality, which when you're a Miami-based team, a lot of late season or late career superstars want to go down to Miami for the weather, the club life, the social scene, really. So you got these divas like Jalen Ramsey that are gonna push over Mike McDaniel, and I think that is what it was. So like the Jalen Ramseys of the world, kind of the Tyreek Hill, but he's kind of coachable. All these late career superstars come in, and those guys are all gone now. We traded Jalen Ramsey when he's still a great corner. Well,
Yeah.
tail end of prime, but still, let's
Sure.
say
And you got
10.
a total professional in Minka Fitzpatrick for him.
Got a well, do you know the Minka Fitzpatrick?
He is.
You know how he started with the Dolphins though?
Yeah.
But he wanted out
Self-scored.
because they put him in a different position. They put him at safety when he put him at like nickel corner when he wanted to only play safety. And this was the Brian Flores era. And he requested a trade. Turns out the Steelers still played him at different positions. So it was kind of,
Wow.
I think he just quit on a team that was rebuilding. So
Sure.
I have a little apprehension against him. But second chances exist for a reason.
Yeah.
And I hope he does well. Apparently he's been balling out in training camp. So I hope hope he's turned a new chapter.
And then I thought you took the defensive, for all the soft talk, you took a big, nasty defensive tackle from Michigan, a national champion from Michigan. And then
a 330-pound defensive tackle.
Ooh, can I get one of
like
those?
to hear that.
And then a bigger Tua guard who looks like an absolute monster. I mean, I feel like that's it right there.
His biceps are the size of my torso.
Well, you think we're soft? Okay, these guys are going to help out with that.
Well, also got 2 huge defensive tackles. There he is.
Dude.
That's our left guard now. That's big Tua. Hopefully with better durability. But we got 2 big defensive tackles, Jordan Phillips and Zeke Biggers in the last 2 rounds, I think. So I think, like, if you do the math, like 1,000 pounds of toughness.
Oh yeah.
Drafted. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Which the Finns need because I mean, look at our offense. We're known for speed, not for physicality.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
and Ollie Gordon the third too, 6'2", 6'3" running back.
Oh, wow.
And
That's a
so
big running back.
Devon Achane he's not gonna convert that 3rd and 1.
Right.
Raheem Mostert wasn't. He's not on the team anymore.
Right.
So we got big running back, big guards, and on the defensive side, big defensive tackles. So
Nice.
I'm excited about that. But the cornerbacks are the biggest issue on the team. These
Yeah.
guys, for all you know, could be your local neighborhood, Kroger bag boys. Like they are no names. They are,
Insurance
just
salesman. Yeah.
it is. Yeah,
That's awesome. Kroger
even-
bag boys.
you see, Jack Jones. He used to be relevant. I think he was on the
Raiders.
Raiders. Yeah, he was on the. I think Patriots before that when he was really good.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But even he, who's like our veteran, at the position. I don't know if you saw the clip of him getting cooked by Amon-Ra last week against the Lions.
No.
He even admitted after the practice, he's like, "Yeah, I got absolutely like ankle snatched." So at least he
Jeez.
admitted it. But even our veterans can barely play.
Yeah, but Bobby, it's the same thing with us though. The defensive tackle, great. Tyreek, great. None of it matters if the O-line and Tua or the O-line and Trevor don't
Yeah.
play well.
Your quarterback
None of it matters.
Your O-line and defensive ends, defensive tackles, those are really who win games. Like,
Yeah.
Thank you.
look at the Eagles.
Yeah.
Look at the Eagles with a tush push. It's an unstoppable play.
Yeah.
It is,
Yeah.
and they
Tua
just
is
had-
also an absolute beast.
Yeah.
in
Wait,
which-
sorry,
in which
not Tua.
aspect?
Jalen Ramsey. No, what
Jalen
am I
Hurts.
saying? Jalen Hurts. Holy
Jalen
shit.
Hurts.
All right.
Jalen
sorry, you got
Hurts.
there.
Jalen Hurts is an absolute beast, dude.
Oh,
so
true, true.
I
So,
mean,
but-
it makes sense that he can get under center and do that. Whereas, like, you try to get a guy like Trevor Lawrence under there to do that. I don't think
But I
he
mean,
has
at
the
6'6",
capability.
I feel like you can just.
Trevor does the Lawrence leap, dude. No,
Yeah,
he
but,
flies
and then he
over, yeah.
fumbles it.
Yeah, and then he fumbles it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he goes, "No,
Yeah.
I was in."
Yeah.
And
Well, now
Tua,
they got the camera, the
Bobby,
chips
if
in the
they lined-
camera.
if they lined
ball.
up for a tush push with Tua, I would be like, "Oh no!"
I'd turn off my
Yeah.
TV. Wait
Yeah.
a minute, turn it back on
Yeah,
to
I
avoid
would
the
run.
clip hands that he might be doing after that play.
I would absolutely run away.
It
Oh
is
my God.
every time you can ask Caroline this, you can ask my sister who I watch. Like every time Tua runs, I just my heart stops. Like
Yeah.
I'm screaming at the
Yeah.
TV,
Oh,
please
no.
slide, and
Yeah.
he never does.
Never
For
done.
some reason, he thinks he can lower his shoulder and plow through these 250-pound linebackers.
Yeah, it's not a corner from the Citadel. To
No, it's not.
this isn't. Yeah, this isn't Eastern Missouri State. You cannot
No.
do that. Yeah.
You know it's bad when DeMar Hamlin gives Tua a concussion.
Oh my gosh, that was
DeMar Hamlin of all people.
Yeah. Wow. That's tough.
Like I digress. I love Tua. He needs to learn how to slide. That's what I'll say about his injury history. He
Well, I
just
mean,
needs to
our
slide.
teams are in really similar positions where it's quarterback. I mean, by the way, Tua has an incredible stats. It's just that once they get into the playoffs, which I'm like, okay, find me the team that was going to beat Kansas City at -10 in Kansas
What
City.
makes me so mad about that is if the Dolphins just beat the Bills the week before that.
Mhm.
That was 2 years ago? Yeah. Then we would have had, 80-degree game down in sunny South Florida. Like
Right.
because we lost, we're playing -30. And of course, everyone says the Dolphins lose in the cold. Of course.
Of course.
Yeah. No
They're
shit.
from Miami.
unless you have like a football field size freezer. How do you
Yeah.
practice that? So of course we lose that game. But the Dolphins, I do like that they're addressing the physicality because the Dolphins we're a soft team, for sure, full of divas, and players who saw Miami more for the lifestyle than the Super Bowl potential.
Yeah.
Which never really is.
It's kind of the thing with these Florida teams, and that's why the Bucks are so impressive. Is like,
Yeah.
it's really easy to not be all about football in Jacksonville and in Miami.
Yeah, I don't know how
The
the Buccaneers
heat,
can.
The
Yeah.
food, the girls. I mean, like it's everything. Like like nice houses, like
Yeah.
cruising down the beach.
No income
no
tax.
state income tax.
Yeah,
and then
it's a
you've got
luxury
That alone
lifestyle.
gets those big players down there.
For
Like,
sure.
and they go and it's bad when we just signed Matthew Judon, the classic red sleeves, and
Yes, of course.
a reporter, or he had to deny that he came to Miami for the lifestyle and not just for football. Like, it's bad if reporters instantly ask a player why they came to the Dolphins.
It's something that Marcus has talked about is how many guys are just here to chill and collect.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Put half-ass effort in. Hope I can say that on your
Yeah,
podcast.
Oh yeah,
and
dude.
it's
Fuck
whoa. Okay, Marcus. But it's just, I just want to win a playoff game.
I mean, yeah,
I don't care if we lose 100-0 the next game. I just want to win a playoff game. I'm tired of drafting 15, over
man.
every year and having hopes up until Christmas time and then ruining my Christmas every year, and just,
It's such a business, brother. And I see right through the lines, man. Like, these guys, they're just coming in. They know what teams, if they get on those teams, they have to put in a ton of work, a ton of effort. But then there's those teams where they're just like, oh, I'm going to go kind of just have fun playing the sport that I like, I love, that I grew up playing. I'm going to collect a check. I'm not going to win a Super Bowl, but I'm okay with that because I'm still making $50 million. And it's just kind of like, whoop-de-doo. And honestly, I can't really blame them. I understand where they're coming from, but like, at the same time, the fans want wins, and the fans want to go to work on Monday with a win on their chest, and it's just it's so frustrating. And then it's like college football is starting to creep up towards that too. And it's just, it's a bummer, man. I feel like the heart is leaving some of these teams, and I'm not saying football is collapsing, but it's a little bit scary.
We might need another. Oh, sorry, Ethan. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, the amount of money that's just flowing through it, like, because the NFL is not going to stay on top forever. Like, something's going to happen. I don't know what, but like, I wonder if it's almost just it's too much money is circulating throughout. Like,
maybe
it's just going to be like, oh, like $100 million guaranteed. Like, okay, I'm set now, and then you there's no way you have the same motivation once you have $100 million in your bank account.
Oh,
There's just no way.
Have you watched any of the XFL?
I've been to a game.
Dude, those guys, like, fucking play.
They're there for the love of the game, dude.
Because they're trying to get their way up. So they're playing the absolute best of their lives that they physically, mentally possibly can, so that possibly they get reps in the NFL and they get picked up by a team. But makes sense, if you're in the NFL, some of these guys, I made it. I don't need to do much else. Maybe we got that on the Dolphins Jags, man.
That's what the GM has been saying, like, intangibly rich, because he's like, who does it for the love of the game? We drafted 2 guys who showed up to the Senior Bowl to play positions that they didn't even play in college, and he drafted him based on that. He was like, oh, he just loves ball. I want him.
Guy, what would they switch to? Like, what were they, like left guard to right guard, or like
our we drafted a linebacker from Notre Dame named Jack Kaiser, who they needed someone to play safety, and he was like, "Screw, I'll play safety, sure." Like, he just loves ball.
Yeah.
And then an O lineman was like a tackle, and he was like, "I'll play center, sure."
Yeah. And that's a hard position to switch, though, because if you're a rookie in center, like, you mess up, one high snap.
I don't know if that was exactly it, but it was something.
Okay, well, either way,
something like that.
No,
it feels the same.
It's a good point.
But yeah, I don't think we'll see a lot of people that are in it for the game in Florida.
No, yeah. And, you obviously need to be compensated because the injury risk and everything is so high. So, I totally get it. But, again, you just can't. What is it? Like, Mike Tyson used to say, it's hard to wake up and go for a run from silk sheets, Like,
Sure.
Yeah. Beautiful weather. It's hard to get up and go for a run when you could go for a walk on the beach and then grab a smoothie and then get, fish
exactly,
tacos.
Dude. Too luxurious. It's like those colder places. It almost seems like they have better football in the NFL.
They're gritty.
Oh, for sure. Look at Green Bay.
Yeah.
Like that's all they have.
They've got their own struggles, but
Yeah. I was watching a bit of the Dolphins-Lions preseason game last week, and it was at Detroit, and they had a sold-out stadium.
Wow.
For a preseason game that's 0 starters played in.
Oh. That's crazy.
And like, I had it on the background, like I was kind of in and out of a nap. And like, fourth quarter comes on, and these guys are like, you can hear it on the TV how loud the fans are on a third down.
Oh.
Like, I just, in Miami, like people like all these rich, software techs or that have
Yeah.
millions and they buy these boxes and they leave in the second quarter because
Yeah.
they can go to the beach or to
It's corporate.
live nightclub. Yeah.
Dude, that makes me start to think that it's our fault, Ethan. That
No,
makes me start to
that's-
think
no,
that
it's not our
how many
fault.
Jags games have we gone to on a losing season and we look around the stadium and that bitch is empty, bro?
Because at the beach.
Bajillion. We used to have to cover sections of the stadium with tarps because nobody was going.
Yeah.
That's a Dolphins move too.
Yeah.
And
It's
like
Yeah.
no wonder they're not playing hard. Nobody's there.
do you guys remember media blackouts? Like I know the Chargers had them all the time when they're in San Diego.
oh,
What
when
is
not
that?
enough
What did you
when
just
not
want
enough
to go
people
with?
would go to the games, so they would black it out on local broadcasting.
Oh, wow.
So like if you're a Chargers
That's-
fan in San
yeah.
Diego and your team doesn't have enough attendance, you can't watch it at home.
No, they'll put on
That's
somebody else.
insane.
Yeah.
I think they need to bring that back.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, all right. Yeah.
I want people at the stadium.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
But then you got these illegal streaming sites. No one really
True.
cares. But
yeah.
either way, they need to have people to start going back to these games. Like it
And-
is.
the NFL does have a corporate problem where even just going to the game is like an upper middle class thing. Like that's not-
Exactly.
but I mean, the amount of money it costs to go to a game, it's
A
hundreds
bottle of
dollars.
water is like $8.
Dude, a
It's
hot
insane.
dog's $15.
The Jag
Ooh.
Stadium is one of the worst, by the way.
Yeah.
Like
Same with Miami.
$20 beers.
Well,
like
I think
crazy.
everyone needs to take after the Falcons. I think they have just the
Yes.
lowest prices of pretty much every major league sport.
like $6 beer or something. Like
Yeah,
crazy.
$6
Like,
beer, like $2 water bottle. I'm making these numbers up, but like
no, something like that.
I would
yeah.
go to more like games. Like if when we lived in Dallas, I would go to more Cowboys games if it didn't cost me $200 just to go,
Yeah.
for a game I don't really care about.
$60 parking, $150
Yep.
ticket,
Jeez.
$50 of food. I mean, you're down $300. Like, and
Yes.
you just wanted to watch some football.
You're
Like,
When I
down-
could sit
and
on my
you're
own
down-
couch with my own beer.
You're
And by
down
the way-
$300 to lose, by the
and
way.
then you lose.
Yep.
And then the Super Bowl. They talk about like it's never really like it's not a ton of. There's a lot of fans, but it's just like the amount of money you need to make to afford a Super Bowl ticket is unbelievable. And it's like Billy Joel used to do this thing where he wouldn't sell his front two rows because he was like it was always corporate bigwigs who don't have fun at the concert because they're sitting there with their escort whatever. So he's like I wouldn't sell the two rows. So he was like we would pick random people in the nosebleeds and bring them up to the front two rows because they're going to be going crazy.
See,
the whole
that's
That's
sick.
pretty
I want the
sick.
guy with the foam finger and the
Yeah,
face
exactly.
painted orange and teal to be on the front row.
some random 20-year season ticket holder who just lives and dies
Yes.
for the team. Give them the suites.
They'll be the ones
Absolutely.
yelling.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
It's
we're-
so
we're
political,
way off
man.
topic,
It's
but
so
yeah,
political.
and the Dolphins and the Jags both are just a good example of that. I mean, it's I mean, but then again, once your team's good, everything changes. As
Oh,
soon
yeah,
as your
better-
team
yeah.
is 7-2, everything changes. Winning solves everything at the end of the day. I mean,
Winning
Mhm.
solves everything.
players talk
People
about
are
like
going to show out.
the relationship with their wife is better when you're winning. Kids are happier. Like their kids do better in school. Like everything is better. Because imagine you come home and you're like, oh, got boat race today, 45-7. Like, oh,
Your 7-year-old son is asking, why you're a disappointment on national TV. Like, you're like, Dad,
Yeah.
why do you suck at football?
yeah,
Like,
can't-
it's gotta
I-
be.
I can't
Yeah.
remember having car issues when the Jags were winning.
exactly. Like everything's better. And go to work on Monday. Your fans go to work on Monday and they're not like, ugh, like,
Dude, that's
it
such
does
a
affect
big
my
one for
mood on
me.
Mondays. It does.
It
That's
will
such a big
ruin
one
my
for me.
Monday.
Yeah.
The Dolphins, like,
yeah, because
and
also people
I
ask
have
you
no
about it.
association financially, like to a team, and they can still ruin my Monday.
You
Yeah.
have you have emotional attachment.
Yeah, but like
and
I have
that's
emotional
worth more
attachment
than
on a team where no
finance.
one knows me.
Yeah,
Like like it is.
That's
I'm a
alright.
nobody to Tyreek Hill.
yeah,
Probably a good thing. Or
Yeah,
to
that probably is a
I'll
good
hit
thing.
you.
Mhm, yeah, I don't. He
Punch
doesn't
you
need to
in the
know me.
face. Break their arm.
Yeah. Do you see the stat? He had more children than touchdowns last year.
Oh, hell yeah,
Jeez,
dude, good for
I think it was
him.
like 5 children, 4 touchdowns, which is
wow.
pretty impressive stat.
Yeah,
That's
he's a pretty terrible
crazy.
person, isn't he?
Terrible.
Like,
Oh yeah, terrible
Ah,
person.
yeah.
But
he's really good at football,
He's
so-
really good at football. Separate the art
Oh,
from the
yeah,
artist,
dude.
Ethan.
I've heard
Come
he's
on.
pretty
One
good
of
at
the-
Fortnite.
Yeah, it's really one of the also another industry. The NFL has a real problem with like straight up criminals making $40 million. Like, I mean, it's
And no repercussions for.
no repercussions. The
Yeah.
whole Rasheed Rice thing, which I don't really think it's a conspiracy because I don't think they'd be able to get away with it. How they're, his court date or whatever is after their like 4 hardest games or something.
Right?
It's like he gets to play the first 4 weeks, so it's Chargers in Brazil, Super Bowl rematch against the Eagles. They get Rashee Rice for, and he was driving 125 miles per hour on Dallas Highway, Bobby. Like that's insane.
It is a Marcus. I don't know if you've ever been out there. This highway, it's not wide open. It is.
I have been there.
It is.
I've
You're weaving in and out of cars.
Oh,
Yeah.
I drove through Dallas, and man, the way that highway intertwines with the roads and the amount of cars, people flying around, no blinkers, no regard for human life or safety on those highways.
No.
Absolute nightmare.
Well, he was racing an
nightmare.
SMU running back, I think, too, which is
Yeah.
kind of a funny tie back to me and Ethan's pass.
So nobody's
That's
letting
hilarious.
you merge, and then Rashee Rice comes flying 125 miles per hour past you, and then he fled the scene. It's like, and it's a slap on the wrist. It's crazy.
So
It makes
did
no
he
sense.
did he actually hit somebody and ran away?
I think they hit a minivan.
No, he crashed like onto the intersection, so he didn't hit anybody else's car. He crashed and it like messed with other people, I'm sure, but like
Oh, that's what it was.
but like still like that's insane. And so nobody learns because the punishment is you lost 0.01% of the money you were going to make that year and you didn't get to play 4 games. I mean,
Wow.
darn.
it needs
He's probably
to be
happy
like,
about it.
Yeah.
it needs to be like 10-game suspensions, so that's some serious money you're losing out on. Like
Lose your sign-on bonus. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something. It
I
was a
think
guy
Roger
like,
Goodell is so scared to punish any major player. Like, so scared.
Scumbag.
because he doesn't want to hurt the product because it's
Mhm.
always the good players. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
And-
no NFL player can actually get in legal trouble unless you're Henry Ruggs.
yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
it's just insane to me.
Yeah.
it was a
I remember I saw one and it was like, I think it was like Steelers hope to get cornerback so-and-so back this week after 3-game suspension. And it was like, hey, he pushed his girlfriend out of a window, by the way. That was his suspension. And it was just like a 3-game
Jeez.
suspension.
got the ruler to the wrist.
You're arrested. Like,
Jeez.
it's crazy. And
These guys just have incredible lawyers or something. I don't know.
I mean,
Money
it's
can buy
insane.
things.
I mean,
they're
if
so
that happened to
protective,
regular people, they'd be locked away for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Without a job.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you'd come back into regular life and you'd be absolutely screwed.
Yeah.
It's-
What a mess.
All right. Let's
we
let's
kind
get back on.
of
Let's get
got
back
derailed
on.
there.
But
You
that's
know,
the whole
okay,
point of this
so-
podcast.
It's the whole point.
love
Who
it.
cares? So Saturday, Jaguars aren't playing any starters. You are, so you're probably going to just tear up our backups for
Yeah.
a couple drives.
No, I
and if
sure
you
hope
don't,
so.
by the way,
I sure I
ooh.
hate when a team plays their starters and the other team doesn't, because
Yeah.
then if that team doesn't do well, it's like, wow, you couldn't beat the twos
Yeah.
with your ones, and
The
it
Steelers'
just
backup offense tore us apart, tore our starting defense.
oh no,
Dude. The easiest
Oh.
touchdown I've ever seen in my life. They just threw it up to that giant tight end they have.
Darnell
that big guy,
Washington,
yeah.
He's awesome.
he is.
Can I get me one of him? I want him.
I would
I
take
like
one
him.
of those.
6
I'll
foot
take
like
one of
him.
those.
8.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a left tackle catching touchdowns.
Yeah.
Did you
What
see
a
the picture
beast.
of him next to their left tackle? And they're like, he's dwarfing him. It's awesome.
It's insane.
So what do you need to see Saturday, Bobby? I just need to see competent football on our
I
side.
need to
just,
see
like,
Tua not
firefighters.
die on the football field.
Oh my
before-
god!
Marcus, Ethan and I are going to week 1, Dolphins at Colts. I don't know if we
heard.
told you this.
I
And
heard.
if I have to watch Zach Wilson play football and I'm paying money, I'm going to be so mad. This happened last time I went to a Dolphins game. Tua got hurt the week before, and God, it was Teddy Bridgewater started the game. He got
Yeah.
hurt the first play, and I had to watch Skylar Thompson. And I spent like $200 for a ticket to watch
That's
Skylar
rough,
Thompson.
man. Oh, sorry that happened
So
to you.
I want to see Tua. Oh, thank you. I want to see Tua stay alive. I want to see. I'd love an opening drive touchdown. You know, that's what you're looking for: ones versus twos. A
Yeah.
methodical drive, some third down conversions.
Yeah.
I want to see. I doubt Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle will play. They never really do. I want to see some of our maybe young wide receivers who are trying to make a name of themselves. Play with Tua. And we got this one. Our left tackle, we drafted him last year, is a behemoth. He is 6'7" or 6'8" out of Houston.
Wow.
And Patrick Paul, he wears that terrifyingly cool
like that
face
name.
mask, like
Yeah.
with like the multiple bars. I want to see
Nice.
him kind of bully some backups.
Oh,
Defensive wise, I just want to see who our corners are,
because they all got
because
hurt.
like I said, I'm a religious man about the Miami Dolphins, and my favorite game is I tell people, tell me a jersey number and I'll tell you who that player is.
Nice.
I can't even do that with these corners. That's a scary thing for me.
Yeah.
Marcus, I think I was telling Ethan previously that I think we've had 4 or 5 corners go down with serious leg injuries this year already.
Wow.
Artie Burns, he's kind of buns as it is, but he tore his ACL. Cater Kohu, nicknamed Darth Cater.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of a
It's a
sick
sick-
name.
He's
Yeah.
an
It's pretty
undrafted
nice.
D2 out of some school in Texas, so I was rooting for him. He was our starter the past 3 years, tore his ACL or MCL, one of those leg things, and then like 2 others I've already gone down with. So we just have a case of the injury bug at
Yeah.
corner. It is insane.
Man, I hope you guys can stay healthy. I mean,
Thank you.
I would love to see, and here's the thing, right? So when it comes down to football, and if the Jags are playing bad, but there's a Florida team on the TV, I'm all Dolphins. Like that's how I operate.
Ethan and I will, we'll text,
We root for each other.
we'll
dude.
root for the other
Yeah.
team when our team isn't playing.
If all hope is lost, like go Florida. You know what I mean?
Right?
So
like Florida needs to win. Like it's
last
the Bucs
season
are-
towards the end, I was a Bucks fan all the way. So I mean, I'm hoping that y'all stay healthy just for the sake of Florida football,
Right?
and as a whole. That
as long as the Dolphins or Jags make the playoffs, I'm happy.
yeah,
If neither of us make it, then it's a wasted season. I know, right?
Yeah.
Then I adopt
I
the
wish-
Lions or the Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish that, I do love playing the Jets, Pats, and Bills every year, but I wish I could, Dolphins, Jags could play every year in the same division.
that would be cool.
Just like in Bucks, Bucks
Little
are
rivalry
NFC.
kinda.
Yes.
It
Yeah,
would
that'd
make
be
sense
cool.
for it to be the Dolphins, Bucks, Jags,
Right? A little I-95 showdown.
Oh,
I
for
think
Dol-
that would be cool.
right?
I-95 showdown,
That's a-
broadcast it that way, put the logo on the screen.
Yes.
It'd be
Yeah.
sick.
And I don't like to go up to Buffalo every year to
Right.
lose in the snow.
Yeah.
Why are they in the same division? That makes no sense.
Right.
And, it all goes back to whatever, like the 80s, 70s
Yeah.
when they did all the alignments and didn't have
Yeah.
half as many teams. But I'd love to see the Jags play the Finns every year.
Yeah. Speaking of the Bills and them, as far as the AFC goes, I'd be thrilled if the Jags pulled out like 7 wins. Like
Is that your outlook for this year?
That's my
think
minimum.
I think we need another draft and another free agency with this new regime to really get their guys in, especially a draft. We've apparently hit on a couple rookie offensive linemen. Travis Hunter, I've got to see it to believe it as far as going both ways. I know he'd be a really good corner. I'm sure he'd be a really good wide receiver. I still just have the hang up on what if we had just stayed at 5 and we took Ashton Genty or T-Mac and then we drafted somebody with that 2nd round pick. Oh, and we still have our 1st round pick next year. Would you feel better about this team with Ashton Genty and that maybe the guard that the Dolphins got, he was available there, and then we still have our 1st round pick next year? Like I really hope Travis Hunter is not just good at both, but really good at both. Otherwise, it was a bad trade.
But do you really want another Leonard Fournette situation or possibility?
Oh my God. Don't
Sorry,
get me
probably too soon
going.
to even bring that up. I probably, too soon to bring that up to you guys. But why risk it on another 1st round running back when
I
you
hear
could
you.
take
I
a
hear you. No,
flyer?
for sure. So we could have taken that wide receiver from Arizona, and then let's grab Travion Henderson in the 2nd round, right?
And kept your 1st round pick, but I get it. This guy, your GM is young. He wants to make a name. Like I get
it is a little bit
why
of the
he's
problem I
trading.
had is, was he doing this to like serve something he's got going on himself? Like he was like, oh, I'm going to show them, like I'm not afraid, and the Browns were like, oh yeah, sure. Like,
You don't think he has the
Yeah, they
owner
were
breathing
happy
down his
about
neck on drafting them so their ticket?
Oh,
Yeah.
we
sales
talked
would go
about this
up?
whole time. I'm like, also, how much of this is like, it's why did the Dolphins and the Jaguars pay Tua and Trevor early? Because, oh my gosh, they are at least serviceable. Let's lock this up now.
Yeah.
And hey, let's trade up for Travis Hunter and get some relevance going and just be
I
in
bet
the
you got an extra
conversation.
primetime game because of it.
Oh,
Like
probably.
stuff like that.
Jersey
Like
sale.
it's like I get why he did it. He had like I'm sure was it Khan? What's your owner's last
Shad
name?
Yeah,
Khan,
Shad Khan.
Khan,
Yeah.
I'm sure he was playing puppeteer on your GM
dude,
saying
I
will defend
guarantee
Shad
you that
Khan.
he cares more about staying positive on income than he
Yes.
does giving fans wins. I
I
guarantee it.
disagree. I
Really?
disagree, Marcus. Shad Khan is a very hands-off owner. That is reported facts. He lets his GM and his coach operate That's why he hired Tony Baselli to have even more of like, let's make sure it's all about football. Sean Khan will make money doing anything he wants. He's a land developer now. He's got his own stuff going on.
Doesn't he own Wimbledon?
Yeah,
is it Wimbledon?
Like,
yeah,
he owns a soccer team. Like I think it wasn't Shad Khan. I think it was GM being like, I'm going to make a splash, baby. So similar concept, but I don't think Shad Khan was breathing down his neck about this. I'm worried that it's the GM going like, well, I'm going to show them like, oh, you think I'm young and whatever? Like, watch this.
Maybe it's both.
Maybe it's both. Yeah. Also, maybe Shad was
you
like,
know what,
yo,
Ethan?
you
Let me
us
tell you
back in the
something.
mix?
You know what? You always bring me back. You always bring me right back to where I need to be. Sometimes I get off course and I start going another way, and you bring me right back to reality. Fuck yeah.
Well,
Go
he's
Jags,
he let
dude.
Trent Baalke be the GM for 5 years and tank the whole organization.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was a bad move.
Oh my God. Like,
and we're back.
He's loyal to a fault. Like and anyway, I'll stop there. But
Ethan, what do you want to see on this final preseason game? What are you looking for from our 2s and 3s?
probably mostly, and we're going to be aligned on this, trenches, because those guys are going to get hurt. So what do the backups look like? Are they at least serviceable so that Milam, Monheim, Wormley, Fred Johnson, these backup tackles and guards, they're going to have to play this year. So I need to see them. And then our backup quarterbacks are dog shit, so I don't care about them. Like they brought in Nick Mullins because he knows the system and he can like teach Trevor the system.
Sure.
It's not because
no. Who are you? Is it just Nick Mullins or do you have another?
Nick Mullins, John Wolford, because John Wolford is from Jacksonville, and then Seth.
He went to Wake Forest.
Look
That's all
out
I know
for
about him.
Seth Hennigan. He was on Gruden's QB camp. Gruden, he got on the team because Gruden texted Liam Cohen like, yo, pick up Seth Hennigan in undrafted free agency. He was the second highest rated rookie QB in week 1 of the preseason. He only played like 2 drives, but but dude, I think he's gonna win this backup.
Where did he go to school? I don't think I've ever heard that name.
Oh God, it wasn't TCU. It was Memphis. He was a 4-year starter at Memphis, so he's got a ton of snaps.
Nice.
But when I watched these guys, our backup quarterbacks play, Hennigan looked like the one who has the most arm talent, the most like. It's Mullins is there because he knows the offense.
Yeah.
And has NFL reps and everything.
He's a Tim Boyle type. He's there for his brain, not his body.
And Wolford was with the Rams, so Liam probably knows him from the Rams. But trenches and these running backs, Marcus.
Okay.
Because Etienne and Tank.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got 4 good ones. Etienne, Tank, Tootin, and LaQuint Allen. And LaQuint Allen is dope because our boy Quint, obviously.
Yeah,
so
sure.
2 Quints in our life.
Sure.
That's pretty cool.
Dude,
I've never met a Quint.
Look, in hindsight, LaQuint would have been a sick nickname for Quint in high school.
That would have been a sweet name. I wish we.
It's like how they call him Ladarius McConkey. You know,
I wish we thought of that. It's too late.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's too late.
Ladarius McConkey.
What about you,
dude? Like I know we've been saying this for the past preseason games that we just want to see them like cohesive, minimal mistakes. But I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. Like on this final preseason game, I need to see our 2s and 3s fucking dominate.
Okay.
Like I need to see them absolutely take the field like they're the starting offense, the starting defense, and I need to see them absolutely compete with Miami's starting offense, starting defense. If we can shut them down, I'm telling you, dude, by the way it looks, some of these cats need starting reps, in my opinion. Some of those offensive line need to be worked into the starting mix, and they need to be competing with the starters. So give them the opportunity. Maybe that's what's happening here, Ethan. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe we're putting our 2s and 3s up against the starters to show.
I like that theory.
That's these guys said today after practice? Yeah.
Can these guys actually play? Is this just a secondary, basically our starting offense or defense that could be? So I need to see them come out. No ifs, ands, or buts. Like their job is to win the football game and win a couple drives, like throughout the whole thing.
We don't care if we win because we went 3-0 last preseason.
Sure.
None of it mattered.
Yeah,
but
no one cares about preseason.
Nobody gives a shit.
Being on top of your stuff, though. I mean, like it's another one is the corners is because Tyson's hurt. Travis Hunter's already got an injury. Like, these backup corners are also gonna have to play. Bobby's team just lost 7 of them, so
Yeah.
like the
Sorry,
backup
Bobby.
No
DBs
exaggeration.
gonna have to play.
Terribly
But
sorry, Bobby.
I love preseason. I mean, A, football's back. That's the biggest thing. But
Yeah.
like B, you know, I just love seeing these, like, you know, 20, 21-year-old, like, just, you know, they might be out of a job on Monday. You know, like, these guys are literally fighting for a career, and it's kind of
They're
fun to
gonna
watch.
be working at that car
Yeah.
dealership. With
They
you
might be. They could be, you know, doing sales at a car dealership. You know, like, before I know it. So I mean,
Sweet gig though.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's been fun. It's a good gig. But I just like watching them fight because it's entertaining, and you know, it's something to have on the background.
And you know, Marcus, I actually love that because we play football in 2 or so weeks. Like,
Yep.
they and these backups are gonna have to play, and these guys are gonna get reps. Like, not
Yes.
everybody plays 100% of the snaps. Like, these guys are gonna get reps. You're right. I need to see them be competitive with the Dolphins ones, because guess what they're gonna have to do in a few weeks here? Be competitive with the team's ones.
This game is more important than any of the other ones so far. This is literally the critical preseason game for us, where we throw our guys that are competing for spots, that are saying, is this guy a 1 or is this guy a 2? We're throwing them in the mix against the Dolphins ones, and we're gonna see, right? So we're getting a good look. This is way more important than the first 2. It has to be.
Yeah.
And if we muff the ball and we suck, that's really bad, Ethan. Really bad.
I wouldn't say it's as bad if
we're
your
gonna-
2 suck against a 1.
Sure, if you're it's not
Like,
as
I
bad.
feel like it's
but
one of those where it's like, you know, if you do poorly, oh, it's expected. But
actually,
like, if you,
I think
see no
it's
downside.
worse. I honestly
Really?
think it's worse, considering our standpoint and where we're at, as far as, you know, we're bringing in a new coaching staff. We need another draft. You know, we need free agency pickups. We have these guys on the back burner that are supposedly, they're saying, and what we've seen, good football players. If they play like shit, that's our future.
That's fair. Yeah, those rookies. Yeah, I'm trying to develop them. If they can't develop,
I feel like it's so important.
Well, and a lot of this roster is going to get filled out by guys who are getting cut from other teams. Like,
Sure.
we have
True.
wide receiver spots that are wide open. Like, and I don't think they're really happy with a lot of them. I mean, yeah. So they're also competing for spots in other teams. Like, I bet the Dolphins are going to pick up some guys that the Jaguars cut, and vice versa.
And
That's
vice- yeah.
really gonna happen.
I mean, these
Probably.
guys, you know, the famous saying, like, you're trying out for all 31 other teams in a
Yep,
preseason.
in this
You know,
game,
like,
yeah,
it's
this
not
is
just your
tryout.
team.
But
Yeah.
I bet you know, some of, you know, the guys that are in the starting 2s are they got to be pretty solidified at this point. I mean, as far as O linemen, D linemen go, you know, quarterback.
I think they've
well,
got
not
like
quarterback,
45
actually,
of the 53 pretty in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you're really
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's the last 5, 6, 7 like roster spots that you're
Yeah.
watching.
we'll
Hey,
see them in the
Marcus-
3s. Those guys that are more than
Yeah.
likely going to end up getting cut.
Marcus, do you mind if I run my officially run my staying in your pads preseason take really quick, since we only have one preseason game left?
You know what, Ethan? I thought you'd never ask.
So, Bobby,
I'm curious. Yeah, do tell.
so you know, your starters will play a drive, and then they all strip their pads, and now they're in hoodies on the sidelines. I get it. Totally
yeah.
got it. They're not going back in. Got it. You know what the Kansas City Chiefs do? Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are in full pads till it's 000 in the fourth quarter.
Full pads, not just jersey, because the Dolphins
Full
do
pads.
jersey.
Full
Full pad.
pads.
Okay. Wow.
Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce were walking onto the field after a preseason game, shoulder pads padded up everywhere. And now there's 2 things to this, Bobby. I don't think Andy Reid does that just out of coincidence. I think there's a reason Andy Reid is doing that.
Well,
One,
there's a reason he does everything. He's a great coach. But yeah.
so now you go over, you're helping your backups and everything. It's immediately creating this line of division between your players, and I'm sure they don't read into it this hard.
But
But it's just the visual of it, the aura about it. It's, I'm above you, now I'm helping you, little buddy. Like, so here's how
Yeah.
you well, and no, Mahomes is in the pads the full time, and I'm like, so do we think we're above Mahomes? And now if you don't play at all, no problem, okay? But if you play your drive, like a lot of guys do, you should stay in full pads. And another thing is, just for the safety of, what if a guy gets pushed out of bounds and runs into the bench and then he breaks your ribs because he ran right into your midsection.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I totally agree.
there's twofold to it. Is one, just the mindset of like, no, I'm playing a football game. I'm fully padded during this football game.
Yeah.
And two, what if he gets hurt? Like,
Yeah.
Dude,
a guy ran into CeeDee Lamb on the sidelines.
dude, people that don't know ball would think of what you're saying right now and say,
Oh, you're
so
overreacting.
That's so
you're reading
ridiculous.
into it too much.
Literally doesn't mean nothing. They just took their pads off.
Yeah.
Look out for who's
You
been in the
know
last
ball.
3 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
clearly know ball because
You just happen
it's
to be a
more
Jags
than
fan.
that. It's
Exactly.
literally it's quite literally more than that. It's
yeah.
social.
Bobby, am I crazy?
No, I totally agree, and I'll add on, like, if these guys in the street clothes watching the other, you're inflating already inflated egos.
Yeah.
Yes. You're coddling your starters. You're letting them know
Yes.
like you're safe. You're better than these other.
You got
guys.
your honors class, then you got your special class. Like it's you're creating like this "I'm better than you"
I'd be
mindset.
curious
I like
to
it.
know if the Lions do play starters. I'd be curious to know because Dan Campbell feels like the kind of guy to be like, no, don't take your
Dude,
freaking.
I
pads off."
love Dan Campbell.
Dude.
The Dolphins had
Great
he was
coach.
our interim head coach however many years ago, and he was awesome. Like it looks like he eats nails, and like he just. And I'm like, all I wanted was the Dolphins to hire him as head coach, and of course they went with I think Joe Philbin. If you remember that name, I don't blame you
I don't even
because
know
he
who
was
that is.
exactly awful head coach. And you got a chance to hire Dan Campbell. He went to the Saints to be like their special tight ends coach, and then ended up going to the Lions. And I'm like, could have been us. Could have been us.
Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery just did the Pivot podcast recently, and I saw a clip of them. They were asking them about like, what's Dan Campbell like? And one thing Jahmyr Gibbs said is he goes, man, I thought I was done with hard practices after Alabama. And I'm like, wait, I'm sorry. Is there a rumor going around that a lot of these practices aren't hard? And like they were saying like, I don't care. Dan Campbell does not care if you're the best player on the team. He will scream at you. He will have you running sprints.
Good.
And I'm a little bit worried already. The way I hear Coach talk about Travis Hunter, he's like, oh, yeah, he's doing great. Like, just a little precautionary injury. He's not going to play. I'm like, fucking dude, get your hands in the dirt. Like, I want to, like,
coddling.
Are we coddling a little
We're
bit?
coddling,
Like,
yeah.
And Dan Campbell is not coddling anybody. I love Dan Campbell. Mike Tomlin, the same way. Like,
Yep.
Mike,
Dolphins could have hired him too, but he was too hip hop for our owner.
that sounds racist.
It probably was. I'm just quoting it. I didn't say it. It just the Dolphins.
awesome.
I'm gonna go on a spiral of Dolphins could have Drew Brees could have been ours, but
Yeah. And so, but here's the problem with these head coaches when they talk about like the leader of men head coach. It's like, right, because these play calling head coaches, what happens when you're 2-5? Nobody wants to hear you talking about your game plan and this cool play you drew up. They want to be like, we need to win a game. Dan Campbell is going to have you ready to run through a brick wall when you're 2-5 because he's going to be like, have some damn pride, you guys. Whereas our head coaches, and mainly yours, we don't know anything about Liam yet, but I mean, he's going to be like, okay, guys, so the game plan is like, I mean, it's a thing. It's like,
no, literally. I mean, Mike McDaniel, I love him, but
who was
should be an offensive
I was
coordinator.
ready to kill somebody. Remember when
I
he threw
would
the
trade
marker
Mike
at the
McDaniel
ball
for
and it
Dan
flew up?
Campbell in a heartbeat. Like it is. Oh,
Marcus, what was that guy's name? He played at Alabama and
Coach
he
Garris, bro.
he threw a marker he threw like the Sharpie marker at the wall and the marker blew up into a million pieces.
I'm pretty sure that was Coach Garris, right?
That was Garris, yeah.
Yeah, dude, Garris was a great coach. And you know what else? Like, if we wanted to go ahead and relate coaches to some of our high school coaches, just a couple of them, of what I would want to see in the NFL, right? Let's just use our head coach in high school, for example, right? If you were a starting tackle on the first scrimmage before the season started, and the very first play you jump off sides, he is going to pull you out for the rest of the game. He is going to sit you on the sideline and say, you're done until you prove to me that you deserve to be there. You're going to have to
What
work.
if it was the quarterback's fault?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's different because we had, offensive coordinator and stuff like that kind of taking charge of quarterback. I get it. But, I mean, let's be real, man. Where are the days where, like, a coach on the sidelines gets fired up at their player and says, get off my field and get on my bench?
well, now it's bullying. I feel like it's, you'll feel, oh, wow, he's being so mean. No, it's like, bring back two-a-day practices.
Yeah.
Bring back, full pad hitting.
Dan Campbell will pull guys out of practice. Ben Johnson who was under Dan Campbell, he was yanking Caleb from drills because he was missing passes and not getting plays in on time. He said, "You're out, Tyson Bagent, you're in."
And look at their success. Look at their success last season, man. And really, what it comes down to is
they won 14 games.
That's insane in that division.
Oh my God.
Dude, when the players are making millions of dollars, not saying they shouldn't be making millions of dollars, they should.
But Jared Goff makes millions of dollars.
It seems like these coaches are afraid. They want to be on the good side with them. These guys are some of the wealthiest people in the United States, man, and in the world. So it's like they're not gonna dog on them. But I need a coach and a team owner and a GM who's gonna say, "Coach, do whatever you want." Like, if this guy that we just paid $250 million over X amount of years, if he's missing passes, if he's blowing up assignments, if he can't get the snap cadence down, if he's tripping over his offensive linemen, if he's throwing interceptions, even though we paid him and even though he's our face of Jacksonville, get him out. Like, in public too. Like, throw him out, throw the next best guy in who's going to perform, and just keep cycling him over and over and over. And that's going to create a environment and a literal society inside of the team of competition and reality.
Agreed.
Not just, oh, you get paid, now go work 75% for the rest of your career and then retire.
And these play calling head coaches, which we both have, it's like, no, that was beautiful, dude. That was, that
was a great
thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're a Mike T guy. You'd be a good Steeler, dude. Like, or a Harbaugh. You'd be a good Harbaugh, like Mike Tomlin type of. Player. Like, that's exactly.
I mean, I just met you, and I'm ready to run through a wall for you. Like, it is. I'm fired up.
Bobby, let me tell you, we're gonna rip a shot at the wedding, and we're gonna run through a wall together. We're gonna hold hands.
So, if you give another speech like that for Ethan, I will.
Yeah, dude, and these play calling coaches, like, so I remember when the Bears were hiring coaches, people were like, do they want Ben Johnson? He's just a play caller. And it turns out he's definitely a tough guy as well, because he learned from Dan Campbell and everything. But I heard people being like, I don't care about this leader of men stuff. I don't care about this tough guy stuff. Give me the play caller, because when we're dialing up all these awesome offensive plays, winning again cures everything. But what happens when you lose? Because you're going to lose games. And what I'm worried about with these trade up for Travis Hunter, the new head coach, this new regime and everything, I'm like, right, everything's happy and go lucky. Everybody's having the best camp of their life. Everybody feels 100%. Everybody feels the best they've ever felt right now. But when we're 2-5, which we easily could be, how's Travis Hunter going to be? What's his mindset going to be then? I'm not worried about Travis Hunter. I'm more projecting on all of them. Like, how are we going to be then? Are we going to be fired up every day? Are we going to be grateful just to have the opportunity to play a stupid game and get millions of dollars for it? Like, I mean, or are we just going to go like, it's another chill and collect type of year? Like,
woe is me. Social media is more important than how I perform. Like, if all of my followers and all my fans see that I got yanked out of the game and coach yelled at me, in front of my friends.
Chase Claypool? Was that the one? Yeah, that TikTok star?
Yeah. And so this is a perfect segue into, let's just wrap up on like just an NFL outlook. The AFC, Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, maybe the Bengals if the defense can be borderline average.
I don't think the Bengals defense will be good, but I do think Joe Burrow.
I'm not betting against Joe Burrow. I'm not betting against Joe Burrow. The Texans will probably win our division. Apparently, they're plus 110 to win our division. I might throw down like $1,000 on that. Because, of course,
I'll run it with you right now.
What do you mean? You mean Daniel Jones?
I'll run it with you
Colts
right now live on this podcast.
Hey, Joe will have something to say about that.
We'll save it for when he's on the podcast.
Yeah. So we already know who's going to be there in the AFC.
Yeah.
So then which is murderer's row, by the way. I mean, imagine Broncos with Sean Payton are coming, and then
they're fighting for the last wild card spot.
I think Broncos are sleepers this year, man.
Dude,
I really do.
Really good.
I disagree.
Okay.
I think, rookie quarterback, these DCs don't really know how to game plan.
Wins,
they don't really know how to game plan their rookie year. They don't really know how they play. But the second year, look at CJ Stroud. They figure him out.
He won a playoff game.
Who?
CJ Stroud.
The second year? Wait, did he win it last year?
Yes, he beat the chart. We were there. We were shouting Ladarius McConkey. Like, please, remember?
Oh, okay. Well, that's true.
So his down year was a playoff win, by the way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I hate it, but I still, but he didn't have a great. that aside, he still didn't have as good of a year as his freshman campaign.
I see what you're saying,
so
Bobby.
I think, I mean, it's up to God, who's their coach again? I'm blanking. Sean Payton. It's up to Sean Payton to do. But either way, that's another.
To mention Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers with another year and another draft under their belt. Like, Jim Harbaugh's a good coach. It's another guy. Don't bet against Jim Harbaugh.
Why do we have two Harbaughs in our conference? It's not fair.
God, it's so annoying. And then so I mean, the murderer's row you have to go to even like get into like not even the round before the AFC Championship to be in the Final Four. Like, the amount of the coaches that Mike Tomlin, Jim Harbaugh, Andy Reid, Josh Allen in the Buffalo Bills, Lamar Jackson, like
it's not fair.
Just to even get in the mix, just to even have the opportunity to go against Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers, that Dan Campbell and his Lions, the Eagles are probably going to be there again this year. I mean,
that's a cheat code of a team.
It's a little bit as hyped up as we are for football, and as much as I think the Jaguars and Dolphins are going to be better than people think, and by that I mean like 7 or 8 wins, but like it is bleak. It is bleak out there.
That's a great way of putting it.
You know how tough it's been to be a Dolphins fan, knowing you're never going to win the division, coming from
you're never going to
golden era Tom Brady, and then they're like, oh, we have a chance. No, here comes Josh Allen. 6'6". I have a gorgeous wife and who's an actress. Like, come on.
Look at me.
Look at me. I'm cool. Like, come on. It's not,
best player in the world. And I'm married to him. Yeah. Wow.
I hate him.
I hate him. Yeah. No, he's great.
Sure, he's a great guy, but I hate him.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's a beast, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he is
bleak. I will say, like, for us at least, I'm like, it's the Daniel Jones led Colts and then rookie Cam Ward on the Titans. We need to, at bare minimum, be like pushing the Texans for that division title. Like, I don't think we're gonna get a wild card out of our division just because it's so good. Like, the Chargers or somebody else will grab the Steelers will grab that wild card spot. But like, we need to be pushing them at least. Dolphins, we got Drake May, who
I don't think is
for some reason chalked up as like a hit. I'm like, he threw 20 interceptions. Like,
why is the media so excited about him? I don't get
it. I watched him play in London, and he lost to the worst Jags team ever. Like, he's insane.
I don't get that. So I don't think the Pats. I think the Pats will have another down year.
He's a big guy. Like, he's definitely serviceable. But they're like, oh yeah, hit on Drake May, and I'm like, did they?
No.
Find me the moment, the play, the stat, the something that makes you think Drake May is the answer.
I watched him twice against the Finns, and he put up stinkers. Like, he was just like Justin Fields looks. Have you seen his training camp clips at all?
He's an amazing athlete, and he destroyed Trevor Lawrence in that one college football game while he was at Ohio State.
That was a good one.
He just does not. Something is not clicking for him when he's out.
I don't think he can keep up with game speed, which is crazy because it's like year 5, year 4, 5.
I don't think he's had the best coaching because he went to the Bears, and then I think the Steelers wanted to re-sign him. I don't know why you would, because they paid him $40 million is why, but. Yeah. I would be staying with Mike Tomlin and the Steelers just to get better as a player. And then, so Bob,
oh my God,
thing with you
that's
is
the right
that
environment.
If it's not, you're not going to win the division. Like, neither are we.
No,
but
0% chance.
Bare minimum, I need to be around mid-season in that, like, they might grab a wild card spot.
Yeah, I hate to say it, we'll probably be fighting for that last wild card. So one of the three, or two of the three, or one of the three of us will be disappointed.
We're not getting that last wild card spot.
and that's where I'm coming back to Florida football at that point. I don't care. I don't care at that point. Like,
Bucks, please.
Yeah,
it's not fair to be the Bucks and be able to go 9-8 and make the playoffs.
Yeah,
that has not happened in the AFC.
Yeah. I'm wondering if Ethan, how do we continue this show once the Jags are out? Do we get like the team we're rooting for? Do we get a polo?
We're just gonna do like weekend reactions.
Just football recaps.
Just football, yeah.
But I'm thinking if the Bucks are in it, dude, I'm getting a Bucks polo.
We can adopt the Bucks. I'm just assuming, by the way, the Cowboys won't be in it. But if the Cowboys are in
true.
it,
I forgot you're a Cowboys fan. Yeah.
But if they're not in it, then we're adopting the Buccaneers.
Sure.
I'll join you guys. I'll give some Bucks. I'll learn about the Bucks.
Yeah,
I'll give some takes.
We'll have you back on, Bobby.
Have me back on for the Florida Boy podcast.
For sure.
Florida Boy talk football.
Dude, I'm as excited as it all. It's bleak. It is bleak. And I listened to a podcast and he was at the combine, and he was like, even at the combine, you already know who the 7 or 8 teams that realistically have a shot here. Like, he was like, Chiefs, it's the Ravens, it's the
Bills.
Bills, it's the
Yeah.
Eagles, it's
Lions.
the 49ers, it's the Lions. He's like, we all know this already. Like,
Yeah.
he said he sees certain coaches walk around. He goes, you can almost see it in their face. They're like, we don't have a shot. Like,
It's not fair. It's but
yeah.
there's nothing I'd rather watch in pain than the football. Like
Yeah.
something about it
Man.
just keeps you coming back.
And we have each other at the
Yes.
bare minimum. And you
Yeah.
know what? You know what, boys? Let me tell you, that's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all
Exactly.
I'll ever need.
Yeah.
Eh,
Just
They could lose
yeah.
every single game for the rest of my life as long as we're right here chopping it up. We're gonna be in the
Yeah.
group chat this weekend,
Exactly.
chatting about it.
Oh yeah.
Talking about
We'll
what's
keep it
going
civil.
on.
Keep it civil. If
Oh,
the
of
if the twos beat the Dolphins ones, I don't
Yeah,
want to
we're
hear any.
Fuck you,
I'm
Bobby.
looking at Ethan's. I'm looking at Ethan on my computer. Yeah, I don't want to hear any. Oh, Tua sucks texts. I want to hear a great game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
GG's, bro.
GG's in the
Yeah. Honestly, for our mental health market, we might need to adopt the Bucks pretty early on here, just so that we can at least have some Mondays where
Start
we're
hedging
like,
your
hey,
I
football
mean,
bets.
I will never adopt another team, no
Until
matter
they're
the
out.
odds, until the Jag season is finished. That's
until
just
they're
me
mathematically
personally.
eliminated.
Yeah.
I'm a loyal cat. So
Yeah.
go Jags until once they're done. All teams are up for grabs at that point, Ethan. Whoever we
Right.
feel like we
Yeah.
want to go with, but if there's a Florida team in the mix, obviously that's where we're going.
right there. Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's only fair.
Yeah, dude. Oh, all right. Well, let's wrap it up there. That was a good hour.
That was great.
good for the
That was awesome.
soul.
Thank you guys for having me
yeah.
on.
That
It felt good
good.
to, I don't really have many friends out here yet, so I'm trying to talk
Right.
football with my fiance who doesn't understand anything but Braxton Berrios because of Alex Earl. So I needed to get this off my chest.
I'm glad we
thank
were
you,
good.
brother.
We were a good
Yeah,
avenue
yeah.
for you to release that energy, man.
I needed this, so thank you.
Yeah,
I
thanks
you
for
have
coming.
no
on.
idea how much I needed this.
Thanks for coming on, dude.
All right.
Of
Let's have a hell of a
course.
weekend, boys. Come on. Go Jags.
Let's do
Go
it.
Dolphins.
Go
Let's do it.
Fins.
Go
And Jags.
Florida.
Go Florida.
All right,
Go
boys.
Florida, baby. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Bye, bye, buddy.